we've had all the athletes at each village, and they've had a wonderful time intermingling and getting to know one another. That would never happen if we had this event outside of Canada.
And that plaque will go back to Barbados and have a place of pride at the local rugby club. And so that's great stuff. And now something to play for here between Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana.
Absolutely. What they have here is that the winner of this will go to the Hong Kong Sevens.
That's
they
right.
Finish third in the tournament, and they go to the Hong Kong Sevens.
And by going to the Hong Kong Sevens, they could, if they really played out of their skins, win a spot on the tour, just like Canada did, winning this current year to play.
It's unlikely, but you're right. It would have to be a high level performance, and they'd have to have real depth to do that.
Agbula Silverthorne gets the game started, and Trinidad and Tobago, playing in red left to right on your field, get the hand on it. Daryl Scott now flipping it out to Kelson Figueroa. Joseph Kwashi, he's been a name we called all weekend long, and now Stefan Kuksami, always a threat to score a try for this TNT team. Penalty coming against Trinidad and Tobago. They left their feet at the breakdown, so Guyana will have the ball in hand and likely just throw it around just as we're seeing them do. Guyana can be dangerous, but I think this is a tired Guyanese team. And that being said, there's a bit of pace in number 11, Claudius Butts. He is the leader of this team.
Well, as we said earlier, they have a lot to play for now, and they've been traditionally Caribbean champions for the last number of years, and so they'd like to hang on to that.
Now, I say Butts is the leader of the team, but actually the captain is Ryan Gonzalez, but Butts has been a long-term member of this Guyanese team. Ball goes into touch, and it's Trinidad and Tobago that will have the line out. TNT was threatening to throw in quick, so yeah, it is their throw-in. The interesting matchup here, I think Guyana's got a bit of a size advantage in the line here. Anthony Lopez at the front of the line will be one of the lifters, and he has managed to lift his player, but the ball overshot there. Richard Staglin for Guyana getting that out to his back line. Peebo Hamilton now thinking about his options, cuts back left. Now something cooking out wide, bit of a drop ball to number 14.
Mental errors again,
yeah.
That's the situation there. The mental errors, and as you said, the fatigue perhaps setting in after a tremendous amount of work.
So with the humidity, we've talked about it all weekend long, but it's worth noting that these teams from the islands are playing in what they're used to. Yes, but I mean, hot's hot for everyone. Let's face facts, Bit of a bobble ball out to Silverthorne. Silverthorne linking up well again. That's Kuksami. Kuksami to the 22. Silverthorne trying to ruck in there and clear out the Guyanese coverage. TNT does well, but Lopez can't find the handle on the pass ball back. Great link with Figueroa. But look at now, Guyana's come away with it from the loose ball. Schroeder tries to get that away, does well, and now big tackle put in by Trinidad and Tobago. Possession stays Guyana's side as Rickford Cummings, the speed merchant, tries to step out of a tackle. That looked like it might have been forward, the crowd calling for it. Dwayne Schroeder now kicks it too far, and he's taken out after the kick. And the referee's going to offer a couple of choices here, isn't he?
Yes, he's reaching into his pocket already. The yellow card is out, and the TNT player is gone. And that's a big blow to them now to play.
Kick.
That's Lopez, and he's just has been slowing down all afternoon long, and that's another sign of it. Lopez just putting in the late hit here. A trip, actually.
It was a trip, yes, indeed, it was.
So he'll sit down for 2 minutes, and he'll probably be grateful for the break, but his team won't because they're going to play 6-on-7 for the next couple of minutes.
Play the ball, Greens.
Still scoreless here in this first half. Guyana having troubles here. They're getting pushed back. They're maintaining possession, but a shorthanded Trinidad and Tobago are still managing to defend well. They've made a great adjustment here. Peebo Hamilton slicing, incisive run, and Guyana now are going to come across the line and score. It looked like Richard Staglin, and as he slid across, Contact was made within goal area, and the referee awarded it.
And the referee was well positioned. Good positioning by the referee in this particular situation, because you always want to be there and when the try is scored. And of course in sevens they have the advantage of the in-goal official being there to assist.
So the kick to come. That was an important first score for them.
Here we go. Nice pass here, number 2 for Guyana. He does a little sidestep and drives to the line. In spite of the best efforts of a tackler there, he makes it over the line, and yes, he does ground the ball. Very nice try.
So the ball's back at center, and Guyana will kick off here.
Try from Guyana scored by number 2, Richard Stanglin. Laissé par la Guyane, compté par le numéro 2, Richard Stanglin.
So TNT down for another minute by 1 man. The restart from Ronald Myers. Figaro does well to go between his legs to Silverthorne. Now TNT putting some gas on, but an ill-advised pass drops to ground smartly. Ball kicked into touch rather than having a 2-on-1 being dealt with by Trinidad and Tobago's number 9.
Yes, it was very well done, because it could easily have been picked up by Guyana, and they would have gone in and been well entitled to go in untouched into that end zone.
The player don't have the ball.
Lopez is back in the line and just getting a warning from the referee. You know, don't use your feet. Don't take the man out if you don't have the ball, or the man doesn't have the ball.
Crouch.
There's the new
Touch.
scrum laws here.
Set.
I think the players have adjusted to that new call pretty well over the weekend. Hamilton, Butts, Pace Bailey. Now the chip through here, maybe, oh, that's a perfect kick. And Trinidad and Tobago gets to that ball first, and it was a close race there.
Yes, it was, and they did. Yes, it was well judged by the Trinidad player. He stayed in front of Butts, didn't let him get around him, and consequently he couldn't get in and touch it down.
So they're trying to get the ball restarted on the 22 there, and now an indirect penalty. They were messing around too long.
Delayed game, I would say, by the referee. He was not.
Boy, argument could be made that the player from Trinidad and Tobago was just kind of trying to block the Guyanese attacker. Rickford Cummings now, he's found a gap. And a nice offload as he went to ground. Guyana still putting on the pressure, and they will score. No.
Time off. The referee said time off.
It sounded like it. Is there going to be another yellow card?
Good try. What he did was he consulted the in-goal touch judge, and he confirmed that the ball was grounded. So good action by the referee there.
We're running with 4 officials, 2 in goal and 2 along the touch line, and then called assistant referees, and then the main referee. And the job of the in-goal referee stands by the post is just to do just that, make sure that everything's clean in goal and offer extra advice.
And with the speed of the sevens game, you know, they don't have to run the touch judges, as we used to call them, don't run in for the kicks at goal, the in-goal touch judges.
So Rupert Giles scored that one. Discovered who 14 was.
The score is Guyana 10, Trinidad and Tobago 0.
So halftime here, Guyana with a 10-0 lead, and you know, Trinidad and Tobago should be able to get back in this game, and they've just got to play some smart rugby and not give away the penalties.
Slow it down. When we spin the ball wide, slow it down, get back behind the ball and let's play again. Make it with too much contact. Alright? You see the same way we're being patient in defense with them? We need to be patient when we have the ball. We need to be patient when we have the ball. Alright? Get behind the ball and let's work from there. Let's support. Only running when we have the ball. I want to see people run off our shoulders, taking short, going forward. Get them behind the game line all the time. Alright?
So interesting to get inside the huddle there and hear what adjustments Trinidad and Tobago will make as they are down 10-0 right now, and see if they can get back into this game. I mean, a couple quick tries and they get the conversions. They're back in the driver's seat.
Absolutely. Even the first try and it's converted, then they come back with the confidence. Then they know they got an opportunity. But they're receiving here, and that's important also to see what kind of pressure Guyana will put on them on the kickoff.
Agbua Silverthorne will kick this to get this started. I mean, the 1 minute break at halftime in this kind of weather is really a formality. But these guys have got to be tired after a long weekend of rugby here. This is their 6th game. 2 minute break, rather. Cleanly taken by Trinidad and Tobago. That was Kelson Figueroa. Now that's Lopez, the big forward unit in there. Nicely linked up by Silverthorne to the outside. Stefan Kuksami gets it to halfway and it gets bundled into touch. And so Guyana, no, it'd be Trinidad with the throw in. I guess it must have gone off of Guyana and foot. Still lots more great action coming up on Rogers, including the Women's Cup Final featuring Canada and
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago. And we also have Canada versus USA in the men's final. As Guyana gets this ball back into play, and they're looking to spread it wide a little bit. That gets out to Ronald Myers. He's gone to ground, but he's got plenty of support there. And that ball wasn't coming out as quick as they wanted, and they're saying that Myers should have rolled away in the tackle situation, get away from the ball. Backhanded pass by Lopez. Stepping, stuttering, looking for something is Kurt Quashi. Now Kuksami looking for some options, trying to fend off some tacklers. He gone to ground now and pulled in from the ruck situation, creating a knock-on. A lot of people say, oh, can he do that? That's a penalty. No, he's fine to grab at him as long as he's onside. And
yes, indeed. And what he did on the pickup of the ball, he lost it. And again, it might be slippy out there now with the weather we're having and the players.
Humidity and sweat on that ball.
Exactly.
I know it couldn't be from rain because we haven't had a threat of that for past couple of days. It's superb weather here in the nation's capital. Ball comes out Guyana. Nice play between the legs there to number 10, Peebo Hamilton. Now swinging it back is Silverthorne. Sorry, wrong. Now, big shake and shimmy by Dwayne Schroeder, and he manages to confound Trinidad and Tobago to make his way across the try line, and they put the wrong score. I believe they put the score on the wrong side there, Pierce, on the scoreboard here on the field. Or is that?
No, it's correct, because you see the flags, you see the Guyanese flag here on the right. Yeah,
so Guyana's third try of the game.
Yes.
Kick is missed.
While we're waiting for the restart, I should tell you we have a special guest just arrived in the stadium here from the IRB, Kip McConnell, director of the World Cup.
Oh, very
and he's here in Ottawa coincidentally for a wedding. So he came along today to watch, and he's going to be here for the remainder, may actually be involved in the presentations later on.
Oh, it's great to have IRB royalty in the stadium. So restart from Agbua Silverthorne. Silverthorne has that ball still. He goes to ground.
2 green, let go.
The chip just as he was tackled, giving away possession. That's going to be Rupert Giles again. He scored the earlier try. Now Blaze Bailey showing some blazing speed there, but he's brought down by the defensive coverage of Trinidad and Tobago.
Referee not happy with the tackle there. He judged it to be high or dangerous, one of the two,
Right.
and he's penalized the Trinidad and Tobago player. Let's see if we went high on him as he went into contact.
Blaze Bailey
Yes, he
here.
did. Yes, he did, around the neck, and referee wasn't happy with that.
Seen a few of those collar tackles, and in football they're called the horse collar. You can't grab from behind and drag them back because you really do some injury to the back, ripping in that fashion.
And given that we had Guyana or had Trinidad player in the sin bin for 2 minutes due to something similar, it's a surprise he didn't give another yellow card.
Valen Adams and Ryan Gonzalez coming onto the field for Guyana, and we'll just pick up who's coming off here now. As we're seeing one guy, oh, the other guy's going to go the long way around, I guess. We'll redo that throw in. Ball coming out for Guyana now. They're showing a lot of authority in their passing and their pace. And now bouncing out of a tackle is number 2, Richard Staglin. He'll score. Staglin very thrilled with that one, throws that ball high in the air. And that really sort of cements this game with 12 minutes gone.
Yes, it does, and that's Staglin's second try of the game, so he's been pretty active for Guyana today. Trinidad never really got into this game, I don't think, Doug, at all, did they? First half they were very lethargic, and they haven't come out with any passion or fire in the second half, in spite of verbal bashing by the coach at halftime.
Sometimes just the toll of the weekend, depending on how you manage your resources and how much sleep the players are getting and how much they're staying off their feet. I mean, it's just not going to match up team to team. So time for one more kickoff here. Guyana gets it underway. That's a great restart. Oh, and just a crushing tackle put in as the ball got to number 5, Figaro. And Guyana will score.
How lucky was that? Bounced right into his hands.
And that is a great opportunistic try for number 5, Avery Corbin of Guyana. And that sort of emphasizes the kind of afternoon Trinidad and Tobago have had as we look at this one again.
Tackle there, the ball went in the air, and he tried to just an old-fashioned
he could kick that
foot
ball
rush.
10
Yes.
more times and it wouldn't have gone in his hands
exactly.
like that, because that was very odd bounce.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I'd be surprised if we are going to get one more restart here.
Well, we are. We're just on the 14-minute mark. The game is over. Next dead ball, the referee will
Have a Guyanese
call the
player in
game.
goal with an injury. That's a high restart. The Trinidad and Tobago player, number 2, Andrew Taylor, was taken out in the air while the kickoff was happening. So they'll have a penalty and one chance to get a score in extra time here. Silverthorne opts to kick and chase. He gets his hands back on it somehow through all those Guyanese hands. Scott now, he goes to chip. Second attempt to chip works, but Guyana will gather this in and kick it through their own end goal and call that a day. And that is the final score, 27-0. And that's Guyana over Trinidad and Tobago, and they are our plate winners at the 2012 NACRA Championships.
Yes, indeed, and they'll be